Hi, my name is Jackson Mayer, and today we're going to go over my lesson plan about titled A Look at U.S. Immigration Diversity and a Student Cultural Study. This is a lesson for grade 11 U.S. History. Overview is this lesson is designed to introduce students to the diverse nature of the United States and will take approximately a week in class. It would also connect the diversity of the U.S. and its ideas with that of the students' families and how this affects them as people. I have my education standards, the health standards, and my academic standards, primarily to deal with the family and immigration. Purpose of this lesson is to educate students on how diverse the United States is and to do with cultural blending. It would also have students reflect on how their family and or culture has shaped them as people to make the subject more relatable to them personally. I will begin by lecturing about the four waves of immigration and the reasons behind them and their cultural makeup. Then I'll move on to go over the Great Migration, the phenomenon of white flight into suburban areas, as well as African American immigration to major cities, and the cultural aspects of that. There will also be a brief overview of major anti-immigration laws and racism towards immigrants throughout U.S. history. This will make students think about the legacy of racism in America and its effect on social policy and society at large. Finally, I will discuss the modern forms of anti-immigration discrimination and racism towards minority groups, painting them in a historical context. Really, what I want the students to gain from this is just a broad understanding of the history of the U.S. and its policies towards minorities and immigrants in particular, and how that affected the culture of those peoples. The activity that I will have them do, it'll be a writing activity. I will introduce the assignment with a personal example of my own culture and how that has affected me as a person, and how the culture of my heritage and my family has affected me. This will get the students thinking on what they want to write about. The writing assignment itself, the students will write around a page in length on their cultural and familial dynamic and how this has affected them. The assignment will be in class and should take them about 20 minutes at the end of class on the last day of this unit. Students will be expected to discuss 1, how they think their family has shaped them, 2, what kind of cultural aspects are most important to them and how they have influenced them personally, and 3, this is just kind of a side thing, if a student is unfamiliar with their cultural roots, write about how this has affected them. Really what I want them to get at is take kind of what I talked about with these waves of immigration and the cultural blending in the U.S. and see how this translates to their families and how their families have affected them, how their the ideas within their family and their culture has shaped them as people. Now for my social media post, I posted a picture for the phone number for this one group, Hispanic American Community Education and Services. They're really awesome. They provide a lot of different things for immigrant parents and immigrant children, do with education, all kinds of things, and they have a lot of resources on the site, and I thought it was a really good thing to advertise, especially for immigrant children and parents of immigrants. Thank you.